It's Tuesday evening. I know all of us already finished our tacos. I just want to know, gentlemen, what are you drinking today?
Well, while I'm eating, I had some Jersey Mike's a while ago, and I had a Philly cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's. So no, not a
Oh,
Taco Tuesday for me. I had tacos yesterday.
hey, Kendall, that's why you need to come to the dark side, but not on the East West right now. I'm trying to tell you, you can have tacos every single day. Harv, what's up with you, man?
You already know, man. I had a plant-based chicken patty with Beyond Burger patty with broccoli and some mango habanero sauce.
Damn. Round of applause to Harv, man.
That sounds good as hell.
It was actually really good, actually.
And the reason I'm giving you a round of applause, I said it earlier on the Cowboy Cast, is that damn, you're sticking to your goals, man. I mean, it's May 9th. And a lot of people stop going to the gym. They stop doing everything. It's okay. It happens every year, right? That's why we have every year. But every day is a new day. So you can always get back on your goal. But damn, Harv, hats off to you.
Well, so I will tell you this. Like, I haven't done it constantly, but I probably eat meat like maybe twice this whole time.
Wow. So that's still pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better.
It's all good. It's all good. But hey, at least we know where we're at right now, currently in the state of the NFL. Now, I understand. I think right now, is it safe to say, Kendall, that right now the NFL is taking it easy because the NBA is in the final situation?
Yeah, the NBA playoffs are at a peak right now. You got Boston and Philly playing right now. I was actually just watching that game. The Suns and Denver playing after that, but so it's not a lot going on in the NFL right now around the league. The schedule release is supposed to be coming out Thursday. We got some QB rankings that we're about to get into. So it's real slow right now. I mean, we keep hearing some trading rumors about Dalvin Cook and a few other players, DeAndre Hopkins, who's still out there, but nothing really has happened since the draft. So we just come here to bring some content and whatnot, talk about some of these quarterbacks, man. Who's going to fall? Who's going to rise up this year? I got a feeling a lot of y'all going to be surprised where some of these guys are ranked at.
That lack of better terms, but we do want to share some insight that apparently the schedule release is for Thursday. Now we're really planning, we had this whole Thursday thing trying to be kicked off and planned, but we're hearing it might be pushed back.
That is true, man.
Why?
There's a lot of things, man. I think I'm hearing rumors about.
Let's just say what we're hearing.
So I'll give one. One is saying that they want to make sure that they have the right matchups for either the beginning of the season or the middle, whatever they're doing. They want to make sure. I think it just comes down to, man, these Thursday games. They can't be trash again, in my opinion.
I was just about to say that, man. We want you want the ability to be able to flex out some of these games. Like, I think last year there was a game, a Monday night game, and I was like, who the heck is staying up to watch that? I believe it was the Cardinals versus somebody. I can't really think of it who the other team was. I think some of those games, like the Monday night games and the late Thursday night, they need to be flexed out. Or you need to have that. They need to change that up, man. Because don't nobody want to see no trash out there on the field, especially on prime time, man. Just imagine prime time. We got to watch the backup quarterback for the Cardinals. I don't know who it is right now, and we got to watch the Cardinals.
Really,
what's another bad team
just went out, man.
Let's just say the Cardinals and
you had a lot to hold in there.
Let's just say the Arizona Cardinals and Tampa Bay Buccaneers is a Monday night football game, week 14. Who wants to see that? You know what I mean? I mean, really, who wants to see that?
It's like seeing Mitchell Trubisky, right? You're starting quarterback pretty much almost on both teams, right? Hey, but good, great insight, right? I mean, obviously we're anticipating it to be Thursday. Hopefully it goes through, and of course we'll be live on Thursday. We're gonna have first reactions, all that good stuff. But I might not be here, but I know Harv, Kendall, all of y'all can
make sure y'all get y'all tickets ready and plan accordingly.
Yeah, definitely. Me and Kendall and Harv been talking about going to a Cowboy game for the Patriots, right? Because that's gonna be a Cowboy home game. But we'll talk about that on Thursday. But if I'm not here on Thursday, I know Harv and Kendall can hold it down. But getting back on subject, that's not what we're on, where we're live, right? Obviously, CBS recently put out their NFL quarterback power rankings, and wow, I mean, any first impressions before I list off the first 10? Anybody want to go?
I I looked at the list, man, and I don't know what people were thinking, but this is I guess you got to go through the list. I'm shocked at where some of these people are rated.
Go through the list, Jerry. Let's hit the list, Jerry.
All right, go for it. So number 1, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay,
that's understandable. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Oh, that's my guy. Everybody knows that's my guy. Number 3, Jalen Hurts.
Really?
Really, man. Really. Let me go through 10 and we'll come back. Okay, we'll circle back. 4th is Josh Allen. 5th, Justin Herbert. 6th, Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod. Number 7, Lamar Jackson. Number 8, Trevor Lawrence. Number 9, Dak Prescott. And number 10, Deshaun Watson. Gentlemen, this is what we've been waiting for. How are we doing? What do we think?
The thing that stands out to me is Deshaun Watson at 10 coming. I mean, are we ranking this off what they've done or just ranking it off of last year? I mean, I don't know how they doing this, but it seems like they're ranking off what they've done in the past or whatnot. But Deshaun Watson coming in at 10 after the season that he had last year, I would think that he'd be a little about middle of the pack or whatnot. That's what's shocking to me. I mean, the thing that stood out to me is that most of them, what's the common denominator in those 10 names? Most of them are AFC quarterbacks. Only 2, I believe, was NFC. I believe it was Hurts and Dak was up there. So, I mean, that's the thing that stands out to me. But that Deshaun Watson is just already at 10. I don't know. I have to see more coming off of that. If he's anything like what he was, and I know he had a lot going on off the field and stuff like that last year, but if he's anything like that coming into this season, we're gonna come back to those rankings or whatnot, and that's not gonna be good. But I don't think I think it should be more middle of the pack.
I have to agree with Kendall, man. To me, it's just Deshaun Watson 10. Like, what did he really do last year? Like, there was no buzz. To be honest with you, I didn't even realize he was playing until I watched the Browns. I was like, wait a minute, is that Deshaun Watson playing? So, to me, if you're telling me that Deshaun Watson is better than the rest of these guys, I'm just thinking about random, like Justin Fields. Better than Justin Fields?
Last year, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like, better than Geno Smith? Jared Goff?
Where's Kirk Cousins?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why that ranking.
Well, we're gonna get to the next wave right now. The only thing I will say is 2 of those quarterbacks did not make the playoffs, and most notably being Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson. So you got two quarterbacks that failed to make the playoffs, but yet they are inside the top 10 of their power rankings. So moving along,
I take it that they're doing it off of last year. That's what I take it as.
I would say probably their previous, right? Obviously, the previous season that they've been dominant for sure. Number 11, Kirk Cousins out of the Minnesota Vikings at 11. Number 12, Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 13, Jared Goff, the number 1 scoring offense. Let's just want to throw that little nugget in there. Ranked 14th, Geno Smith. Ranked 15th, Daniel Jones. Ranked 16th, Justin Fields. Ranked 17th, Tua Tagovailoa. Ranked 18th, Matthew Stafford. Ranked 19th, Russell Wilson. And ranked 20th is Kyler Murray. So, there's still a couple more quarterbacks to get to, just so we can keep those names fresh. Out of those names, which is the one name that really stood out?
Geno Smith should be way ahead of Brock Purdy, I feel.
Yes.
Woo! I like this take right here.
Way ahead. Geno Smith.
Brock Purdy's 12.
Yeah. Geno Smith should be ahead. Who was right after Geno?
It was
Daniel
Jones,
and Justin Fields, and then Tua Tagovailoa, then Stafford.
Who should be ahead of? If we They're based on the previous year, so I mean, I guess you can go with that. But if it was off of last year, Tua should be ahead of Daniel Jones and Fields, way ahead. I mean, you can make the argument if it's just last year, Tua should be top 10. But he did fall off there at the end of the year. But Geno Smith and Brock Purdy, I mean, Geno Smith should be way ahead of Brock Purdy. I'll put Purdy down there where Fields and Daniel Jones at, right around there. But that's the one that stands out to me, Geno Smith, where he's ranked at. I mean, he was in the running for comeback player of the year in MVP last year.
That is a very. That was my transitional question to Harv. Harv, I remember earlier in the season when we started this whole thing, we said Geno should be considered MVP, and I believe this is on something that you highly agreed with.
Yeah, man. I think during the middle of the season, you couldn't deny what Geno Smith during the first half of the season, and nobody was really talking about it. They were just kind of like, he's having a good season, but for Deshaun Watson to be ahead of Geno Smith, and not even ahead of him, but 1, 2, 3, 4 guys ahead of him, there's no way, man. I don't see that. And
you got to also throw Jared Goff in there. They had the scoring offense.
Yeah.
And look, Mike Porsche says Geno for show. So yes, I am. This is where it gets a little bit difficult for me. You got to give respect where respect is due. Because what Kendall was trying to allude to, is it because of the year they did before, the season that they had before this last season coming into this new season, right? So now we're going back 2 seasons ago, because literally that's what we're talking about. If we want to be technical, has it been about 3 seasons that Deshaun Watson played last, Kendall?
It's been a couple of years, because he said he came back. He was suspended.
But he was suspended. He was suspended with Houston.
Right, with Houston. He was suspended for that 2021 season, got reinstated, missed most of the 20. He was suspended.
It was week 10 until week 10. So I mean, he hadn't played football in a while, and he's a top 10 quarterback. So now so you're saying with this gentleman from CBS, right? Or CBS is an organization. They're literally going back 3 seasons, and they're remembering what Deshaun Watson.
That's what it seems like. That's what it seems. Yeah.
Because for sure, like, I mean, even Mike Porsche is on there saying, "Hey, man, for sure, Geno." If we could rearrange it from 1 through 15, let me go ahead and give you the list, and I want to hear if you guys can just put the order. Harv, go first. Pat Mahomes 1, Joe Burrow 2, Jalen Hurts 3, Josh Allen 4, Justin Herbert 5, A-Rod 6, Lamar Jackson 7, Trevor Lawrence 8, Dakota Prescott 9, and Deshaun Watson 10. So how would you rearrange the top 10 for at least that? I want that from both of y'all guys.
So for me, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, definitely 1 and 2.
Okay.
3 and 4 is where I kind of get iffy a little bit. This is the thing for me. Has Jalen Hurts been playing like the number 3 quarterback in the NFL in the last 3 years?
No. In fact, I think
that's my thing. And I have nothing against it.
There's one full season
that he had that type of player, because the year before they lost 31-15 to Tampa Bay. And you call that? I just don't. That's my thing. I'm not saying anything bad about Jalen Hurts. I think he's a great quarterback. But show it to me another year, and then we can talk. So for me, I don't put him at number 3, honestly.
Okay, so we're gonna in your case, we're going 1 Mahomes, 2.
This is gonna be crazy, right? For me, it's gonna be 3. It's gonna be Trevor Lawrence.
Wow, you have Trevor Lawrence that high? Wow.
Yeah, because I think.
Wow. Okay, so who's 4? Who's 4?
For me, it's Josh Allen.
Okay, and then who's gonna be 6?
Jalen Hurts.
All right. Okay. 7?
7 is probably Justin Herbert.
Okay.
And then 8 for me would probably be Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
And 9? I keep Dak at 9.
Okay.
And then 10 for me has to be between Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff, man. You know what? I'd have to put Geno Smith in there.
Damn, round of applause, guys. Real quick. I want to give a round of applause to Harv. I want you to know how awesome it is to find content like this on East West Football. That was on the fly. Harv didn't even know that I was going to throw that wrench
That
at
was
him.
hard. That was
That
hard.
was hard, man. And you did it, man. I love your list though, man, because let's be honest. But Kendall, can you do the same? Can you repeat? I know you don't have to. I mean,
No,
but
I like the top. I like the list, the top 9, but I would just take. I'm taking Deshaun Watson out. I'm swapping Deshaun and Kirk Cousins. That's the big thing that stood to me. I want Deshaun. I think Kirk Cousins to be at 10, and move Deshaun back to 11.
okay, I can live with that. So you like Jalen Hurts at 3 then?
Yeah, I do. I
Mike,
do. Because
Mike,
we seen strides from Deshaun, not from Deshaun, but Jalen Hurts the past couple of years. Whenever he took off from Carson Wentz, he has been going up a little bit. I like the list. I like the list. Because I would swap Kirk Cousins with Deshaun Watson and put Deshaun Watson back at 11, if not further on down. But the top of that list is fine with me.
Mike Porcher says Jalen at 2. So some people actually like Jalen Hurts' game. I liked Harvey's list though. I'm gonna agree with it. I would have Trevor Lawrence for sure in the top 5. I think I would kind of give Josh Allen that 4. I'm sorry, at least Josh Allen at 3. Jalen Hurts, I don't want to, I don't want to discredit him just because they're Eagles. You know what I mean? Not that I don't like the Eagles. But I will say this: I think that the Eagles are smart. They didn't try to change this. They didn't try to change Jalen Hurts' game. They just changed their game around his game, and look how successful they've been able to do. They didn't force a quarterback to learn how to play the quarterback position live. But I will tell you this: it's kind of hard with Jalen Hurts because it's one successful season, so you're going to be resting your shoulders on that. But let's go through the rest of the list. Hey, both of y'all, hats off to both of y'all. I'm sorry, man. It's just about being a point guard in this business, man. You got to be able to think on the fly. And I thought that was a great little twist. But let's go ahead and rank the rest of these guys right here. We had stopped at 20 with Kyler Murray, right? Because there's 32 teams, gentlemen. And we're at 20. Kyler Murray at ranked 20th, ranked 21st on CBS's quarterback rankings, right? Power rankings. Number 21, Bryce Young. Number 22, Derek Carr. 23, Jimmy G. 24, Jordan Love. 25, Ryan Tannehill. 26, Anthony Richardson. 27, CJ Stroud. 28, Kenny Pickett. And 29, Mac Jones. 30, Baker. 31st is Desmond Ridder, and 32nd is Sam Howell. Gentlemen, okay, let's finish. Let's round out this show, man. Let's see how we do. What do you guys think, man? They made it harder.
So hold on. Bryce Young hasn't even took an NFL snap yet. And I love Bryce Young. Me and Harvey went back and forth on this. He's not a big fan of Bryce. But he hasn't even took a snap yet.
True statement.
He is the 21st quarterback already. Mac Jones, they judging off, and I'm a Patriot fan, of course, so they're judging off last year, obviously. And he's the 28th or 29th. I think 29th, you said?
29th.
Like, Anthony Richards already at 20. Like, how do they? I mean, I don't understand that. These guys haven't even took a snap in the NFL game, and they already the whole list is a joke. I think it's an absolute joke. Matt Jones should not be ranked that low. Off of last year, when you have a defensive play caller calling plays, special teams coach as your offensive line coach, and your quarterbacks, like, come on, man. That's a joke. That's a joke. And I can't wait for Matt to shut up a lot of people this year. I think he will move. I'm not going to say he can move in the top 10. I think he'll be, I think, top 15. He can get into the top half of the league. But I don't see how these rookies, they haven't even snapped. They ain't even signed their rookie contracts. They already at the 21st quarter. But like, come on, really? That's crazy. But that's crazy.
Just to add a little context for those that are watching with us, and then so Kendall knows that this is what CBS wrote. Can new coordinator Bill O'Brien restore Jones' confidence and build around his strengths as a quick strike thrower? Perhaps, but Jones has offered little outside of structure, and Bill Belichick has previously teased his dissatisfaction. Wow. And look at Mike Prochet's with you. He says, preach, Kendall, preach.
Yes, sir.
He was with you, man. He was with you all along. Harv, what do you think?
So, this is my thing. I think Tampa Bay said it too. I think they said Baker Mayfield was a better quarterback than the ones taken in the draft.
Oh.
But I agree with Kendall. How are you going to rate these guys and they haven't even taken a snap? I can see rating them at the very end because they haven't played yet. But to me, Baker Mayfield, really? 30? Mac Jones, 29? Kenny Pickett? I thought he played pretty good.
He did. I like Pickett.
He's a baller.
Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's been in the Super Bowl, man.
He's been in Super Bowl. You can't take that away.
And Derek Carr, you're telling me that Bryce Young is better than Derek Carr right now?
Man, Derek Carr's been playing quarterback at
Come on, man.
a high level for a while.
There's no way. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're gonna put them in there because they're starting quarterbacks, just put them at the very end. I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand it. But
at the same token, are you saying the same thing about Sam Howell and Desmond Ridder? Because I mean, really, they only have one game. One of them has one game, and the other one has what did he play? 3 games. Desmond Ridder, Kendall.
Yeah. He played, I want to say probably about 5 games last year, probably. They had a little incident there with Marcus Mariota. But another thing that stands out to me, Lamar Jackson's at 7, I believe. In the past couple of seasons, he's been banged up. So, I mean, I actually think he's ranked a little too high, man. I would move Trevor Lawrence. I'd move Lamar. I would swap Lamar and Trevor Lawrence.
That's why I put Lamar back in the 9 or whatever I got him at.
Yeah.
I don't see him better than Lawrence.
This whole list is an absolute joke.
It is.
It definitely opens up some eyebrows. But I mean raises eyebrows. But I will say this: Desmond Ridder started week 15 against the Saints, so he only played 4 games. He didn't throw a touchdown until week 18. He threw two picks and 2 sacks. His first game he had 4 interceptions. Second game, he had 2 interceptions. Third game, he had 1. Last game, he had, like I said, the 2 TDs and 1 sack. So it just goes to show you that, a lot of people want to say that the Atlanta Falcons has a pretty nice offensive line, but is it Desmond Ridder and his understanding of how to play quarterback in the NFL, or is it his surrounding pieces, right? So definitely, I think that you brought up a great little, I guess, a service there to us, right? Because I mean, like Mike Roche was saying, preach, Kendall, preach. I think that you did, man.
My thing is too, Aaron Rodgers at 6. Y'all really believe in that? Like, I know it's Aaron Rodgers, but given the fact the way he played last year,
it was not good last year.
You telling me he's number 6?
That's what I'm thinking. Is for the past 2-3 seasons. That's how they going back. They putting everything together.
So this is my thing, Kendall. Then, and Jerry, you're telling me right now that Aaron Rodgers is better than Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith, those 2. At least Trevor Lawrence. He's better than Trevor Lawrence right now?
No,
not as we speak. I don't believe he is.
Mike wants to come on. You want to be a part? You want to be on the live, Mike? Shoot,
I don't understand the Aaron Rodgers thing, man. Is it just because he's with the Jets now? I don't know. He didn't make the playoffs last year, and you guys know, even though the wide receivers he had some games where it was his fault. A lot of the times, I don't see the number 6. I don't see it. I think it's time. I think it's time to pass the torch, man.
Mike Prochet, you said, yeah. Hey, we'll figure out a way, right? We always here on East West, we're always looking for great talent. Definitely reach out to Kendall, find him on Instagram and see what we can do. But getting back on subject, Carver, I think you guys brought up a good questions. I guess there's some questions. The ones that I'm just gonna repeat them out loud, which is Jalen Hurts at 3, Aaron Rodgers at 6, and Deshaun Watson at 10. That kind of really took away from us. But then how they have the rankings later on, especially having so much faith in these rookies, especially like Bryce Young being the 21st ranked. Uh, and then, of course, Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud over Kenny Pickett, Mac Jones, and Baker Mayfield. And then you still have Desmond Ritter, Sam Howell. So definitely some questions there for CBS, man. Overall, I guess just to kind of end it and round it off, what do you guys give this power rankings? What's your score or what's your grade that you give them?
A C minus.
Kendall.
A C minus.
Harv, I mean, normally, you know, Cowboys Nation, shoot, as long as Dak is in top 10, we're good, man. But let's be honest, man. We're talking about all football. What do you think, man? What do you give this thing a grade?
I'm a little bit nicer. I'm gonna give him a C plus.
All
But
right.
it's not good, man. Not good.
Yeah, I think I haven't really given a grade on air, to be honest with you. Hey, Kendall, have we ever given on air grades?
I don't believe we have. That's something new.
Yeah, there's something definitely new. I am with Mike. Mike says, let's give him a C. You know what? I'm gonna give him a C. I don't really think I think they were going pretty strong, but like Kendall, what you said, the one thing that's a consensus is they're just picking and choosing based off their bias, maybe how they feel about a certain player, right? A certain quarterback, because that's what it feels like. To some, you know, I know the Herd had one, and I think he didn't even have Dak in the top 10, which was absurd in its own right. But at least these guys learned, hey, let's put Dak in the top 10. But the one thing is that we still miss football, and it's still a season away. And I'm with Mike. I'm going to give it a C. I do think that the CBS needs to do a little bit more, you know, consideration and let their bias go. I will tell you where some are ranked and some are not, but that's it for us, man. Anything else you guys want to add to it?
And man, stay tuned for the schedule release on Thursday. I think we're gonna have a show we can go live, talk some scheduling and get some flights prepared and stuff like that. So I mean, just catch us on Thursday night.
Arv?
Hey man, you already know it's the Cowboy Cast because I know you're gonna say it. All Cowboys content, the Cowboy Cast, everywhere: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, the Cowboys Cast.
Also, you subscribe to my YouTube, Ken's Pats Talk. You find me on Twitter too, Instagram. It's it's Ken's_Pats Talk on IG. Same for Twitter, Ken's Pats Talk, and YouTube. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. Ken's Pats are right at the bottom.
Not only that, but go ahead and subscribe here to East West Football. Share it, man. And like I said, East West is also on all social media, so go follow it everywhere and like everything. Let's grow. We're on the road to 1,000, and of course to the respective Harv, the Cowboy Cast, Kendall with Ken's Pet Talk. What's Walter's? Kendall, give him Walter's plug too.
Detroit Lions Avenue. I believe it's an underscore in there also.
Yeah, man. So if you like the Detroit Lions, or you want to know what they're up to, if you're in the North, hey, that's the man you want to follow. That's it for us, man. You guys have a good night.
Keep it